show. For music trivia, 3 rounds in store. It's head to head, who's going to war? Are you ready to settle the score? I said, are you ready to settle the score?
Hey, welcome into Settle the Score. I'm your host, Matt Knost, joined as always by the musical director, the one and only Mr. Andy Merryweather. How are you, buddy?
Just took myself off mute in time. Yeah, I'm all good, Matt. How are you doing over there?
Not bad. Not bad. Trying to maintain a conversation with you while simultaneously texting my wife back about something. So go ahead and talk for 10 seconds.
Okay, cool. I'm really looking forward to today's show. But I will take the opportunity to say, give us a like and a subscribe and comment to help the algorithm, and join the Patreon. Let's have some money from you, please. Come on.
I like it. Started really nice and then turned super crass right at the end.
It's all beggy.
It's all beggy.
Yeah, we all beg in England. Please, sir. Yeah.
Oh, so you're all Dickens characters to this day.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's how I asked my wife for seconds.
Do you
food.
walk up? How about some more, please?
That's nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a better English impression than me.
Good. That's from the Dick Van Dyke School of Accents. So I am a graduate.
Nice.
Yeah, I do it quite well. But yeah, we'd appreciate it. You know, if you can't support us on Patreon, that's fine.
Yeah.
Give the show a like on YouTube or leave a review for us on Spotify or Apple. Anything you could do to help, we'd thoroughly appreciate it. Or if you'd like, there's a link to our Discord down in the link below, and there's a section that everybody can join in the discussion. And we have stuff specifically for patrons that are hidden from the public. But if you just want to join our general discussion on Discord, you can hop on over there and do that. And I think that's it. You ready to start today's show?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
All right. The first gentleman coming in from Las Vegas right now. You know him from Rotten Tomatoes is Wrong. Please help us welcome back to the show the one and only Mr. Mark Ellis.
Hey, there my boys are. What a pleasure it is to be back on the show that opens with, hi, I can't talk because I'm texting my wife. Give us money. That's a great opening.
Thank you.
Welcome.
We rehearsed that.
And then you have those modern references like Dick Van Dyke. Like, this really is the show that has it all.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you? All right. I will not be slagged off on by the guy who looks like a White Snake roadie.
I'm the poor man's, the gym membershipless man's Pat McAfee at this point. I just, I still have the sleeveless shirt. I still enjoy the tank tops. It's Vegas. It's raining. Things are dogs and cats living together, which means that there's a chance that I could eke out a victory today. But look, I'm bringing what I always bring to the show. All right. Charm, looks, and a very kind of mediocre ability to decipher movie tunes. I'm playing against a guy, as you boys know, who sometimes can be a college professor level genius, or he can be a junior high dropout. You never know what you're getting. So I'm not the variable here. I'm the control. The variable, the experiment is who's about to come into the show.
Yeah, I agree. He's both Matt Damon and Ben Affleck from Good Will Hunting.
That's why you should
retainer. Was a perfect setup. Please help us welcome back to the show the one and only Mr. Lon Harris. Lon, how are you?
It's true. I wake up every day and I hope I'm not here anymore. But I still am.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Simultaneously walking to your own door and gone at the same time.
And listening to Elliott Smith the whole time. It's great.
Well, no wonder you don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, really.
It's uplifting in the morning.
It's a bummer, man.
That's a terrible way to start the day.
I don't recommend. That's late night. You've already had a few. That's Elliott
exactly
Smith. Not first thing in the morning. You got to wake up with the Barbie soundtrack or something.
Exactly. You gotta pep it up a little.
Skip track one. Skip Lizzo, then the Barbie soundtrack. You're going to have to skip. If you like the Lizzo song, you can listen to it. You don't have to skip.
You see, Matt, that's a modern reference. Right?
It is. I don't understand. Is Lizzo,
she's canceled, you guys. She's canceled. She was mean to her dancers, and now she's canceled. Look it up.
Do you know what? Dick Van Dyke was probably mean to his dancers. They're just too dead to talk about it.
Well, I mean, he was forcing them to climb inside chimneys and swing. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Brutal Victorian
I
era.
immediately thought of the Penguins. I thought we were
Yeah.
referencing the Penguins. So
And you
yeah.
talk about partying during the day. I was dancing with penguins at 3 p.m. Like he was clearly enjoying something in those chimneys.
Sounds like a weird colloquialism. That dude definitely dances with penguins.
He dances with the penguins, if you catch my drift.
He's a penguin dancer.
Not sure what that means, but it could mean
Right.
anything, really.
It's a thing now.
Jolly holiday with Mary.
Yeah.
Mm.
Guys, I feel like this is a part of the off-air conversation and another reference to Russell Brand. That dude definitely dances with penguins.
Oh, boy.
There you go, Matt. That's a modern reference, sort of.
Sort of.
Kevin
Yeah.
Costner's worst sequel ever, Dances with Penguins. I hated it. Terrible.
Actually, I preferred it. The first one was boring to
Misguided
me.
from the beginning. Who'd believe that guy would get that far north?
It was part of the Happy Feet trend. It was everything was penguins coming out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Can't blame them.
They're
Mark, I don't know
marketing.
if this came up already in the pregame, but do you know how long it's been since you were on the show? Because it feels way more recent than it actually is to me.
It feels like I get like a quarterly text from Matt Knost, just checking in, seeing how I'm doing, and then, oh, by the way, can you do settle the score this week? And I'm always happy to accommodate. So I would probably put it at maybe 20 weeks ago. So let me say that it was episode 131.
Okay. Matt, do you want to tell him when it was?
No, go right ahead. I don't know if you have the information right in front of you. I do not.
I believe you haven't been on since December.
What?
You haven't been on this year.
That is
It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, we talk about you all the time.
Because I was trying to remember if I'd ever played Lon before. I don't think I have.
No, I don't
You have
think
not.
so.
Okay.
I couldn't believe that when I happened to, because I pull some music information from old shows, and I saw your name was December, and there's no way. There's no way.
You're doing research to figure out what I could possibly get correct. You're like, it's top good every time he's on, so let's put that one in round one.
There aren't that many songs in No Holds Barred. We're just
Great reference. Great reference. Well, I text you, Mark. I was like, dude, it's been forever.
Yeah.
Do you want to come back on?
Well, yeah. I mean, I live my life a text at a time, a Matt Knost text at a time, and so sometimes Matt's been a little busy the last month trying to wrangle our fantasy football league into shape, and so that's kind of taken his priorities away from having me back on the show. Matt and I'm 0-2 as it stands of this recording in our league, and I don't think it's getting better anytime soon. Like usually mid-season is when I make a run to like just sneak into the playoffs. I don't see that happening this season. I think I might be that person who places last and like has to take a blow up dial to Benihana or something. I don't know what our penalty is going to be, but it's not going to be pretty.
Something good. Something good.
Yeah.
Now
that you know that I'm placing last, now it's going to be something really. I have to get a tattoo of Matt's face on my back.
On your back, I want to be the other deacon on the other side.
You want to be? I got real estate right here.
Yes,
This one's taken. This is a true story. I was at Ralph's a few weeks ago, and because I mean, I'm not bragging, but I got money. And the guy who's bagging groceries, like 20 years old, he saw the tattoo, which is the Demon Deacon, and he said, "Hey, cool tat." And I was like, "You know Wake Forest?" And he's like, "Oh, I thought it was Judge Doom from Roger Rabbit."
Oh, I could see that. I guess does Judge wear a top hat like that? I don't think he does.
He has a hat. He has
a hat, but it's like a fedora or like that kind of hat. It's not like
you've never seen Judge Doom does go to church. He is a churchgoer, despite his name.
Yeah, that's
he wears a top hat at church.
Yeah, that's his finest.
Yeah, sure. He classes it up to go to church.
Yeah, Dumovsky is his full
top hat and tails.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, gentlemen, are we ready to begin today's game?
Oh, that's right. It's a game.
It is eventually.
I totally just got into hang out, socialize mode. All right, I'm back into it. Let's do
Lon and I don't get out of the house much.
No, this is the most talking I've done in a week.
All right, well, here comes the bell for round number one. All right, Lon, so you'll have first choice in the opening round. It's 1 through 5. Once you make your selection, I'll give a clue, and Andy will begin playing. When either of you think you know the movie that it's from, buzz in with your name, and I'll call on you, and it's worth 10 points. There's a bonus question worth 5 points, but I'll give you the rules of that when we come to it. So 1 through 5, where would you like to begin?
Let's go with 3, dead center.
I was going to take that.
Dead center.
Well, if you were going to
is.
take it, it works out the same.
I'm already losing.
there's no first mover advantage here.
It's like a fantasy draft. You took the guy that you were going to take.
I
Son
know,
of a
it's the one I
bitch.
have my eye on. 3, yeah.
Don't forget, you both can guess in this. Just buzz in with your name. Your clue comes to us from our patron Troy, and it is emo never dies. Emo never dies. Mark.
That would be The Crow.
Yeah.
That is correct for 10
All
points.
right, I've done my work for the day. Enjoy the rest of the match. just one correct answer. That's all I need.
Man.
All right, so bonus question, Mark.
Yeah.
It's worth 5 points. Some of these are easy and some of these are hard. You have a choice. You can choose to answer it alone, but if you get it wrong, you'll lose the 5 points, or you can open up to you and Lon. No one will lose any points, but he can cut into your 10-0 lead. So my question is, do you want to be a dick or not?
I usually enjoy being a dick, but that's more when the sun goes down. Let's do.
It's very early for dick.
Elliott Smith time, you mean?
Yeah.
We are going to be very nice, and we can open it to the floor.
All right, it's open to you both. So buzz in with your name if you think you have it. Here is your bonus question worth 5 points. What year was The Crow released?
Mark. That would be 1994.
That is correct for 5 points.
Good job.
Yeah.
I knew I had the era. I was like, it's definitely, I was in high school, but I don't know.
I was going to say that might be me being like a few months older than Lon. Like that's right.
Well, I did not see The Crow in theaters. I was not hip to that. I was still in my, like, I only see everything that's funny phase.
I remember being heartbroken reading the article that Brandon Lee had tragically died, because I was a fan of his from Rapid Fire.
Yeah.
And then The Crow coming out, like it was such a cool movie to see, and it was like one of those movies where you see when you're a kid, but you feel like an adult. Like this is what adults do, and so and that soundtrack was everywhere, man. Great soundtrack.
I like the soundtrack. Yeah.
All right, so that makes it 15-0 with Mark in the lead, and you now have choice, Mr. Ellis. 1, 2, 4, or 5.
Well, none of those numbers sound as appealing as the one Lon took.
Yeah.
And you got it right. See, everybody wins.
I will take number 4, please.
All right. Number 4 it is. Your clue for number 4 is God Save the Queen. God Save the Queen.
Rolling down Imperial Highway, big nasty redhead at my side, Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north. We were born to ride. Roll down the window, pulled up the top, cranked the beach.
I mean, I know the song, but what movie is this in?
We're gonna ride till we just can't ride it no more.
Lon.
L.A. Story.
Incorrect.
I think that song is in that movie, but okay.
It very well could be. I don't know if the clue applies. God Save the Queen.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be. Fair enough.
Yeah, boy. Do I get to hear a little more, or is that
Sure, you can keep
Randy
hearing.
Newman's I Love L.A.
Yeah. It's
From the South Bay to the Valley, from the West Side to the East Side, everybody, every happy day, 'cause the sun is shining all the time.
It's like another perfect day.
Mark.
I
I'm
love
going to go with the movie that I'm pretty sure has never been featured on this show, King Ralph.
We love it.
Incorrect. Incorrect. I'll give you another clue.
Yeah.
Your second clue is Richie Ricardo.
Richie Ricardo.
God Save the Queen and Richie Ricardo.
Wow. We are, this is round 1 right now.
God
I-
Save the Queen.
I would be fairly certain you both have definitely seen this.
Huh.
And I'll say this much. Lon, given your proclivity for cinema in 1994-ish, it would fit in that wheelhouse.
Oh, I'm sure I saw movies with I Love LA. I'm just trying it's Richie Ricardo. That's no, I don't.
All right, I can give you guys a third clue.
All right.
Yeah, I need it.
All right, your third clue is Los Angeles 5-0.
It's about cops in LA. There's a queen.
Richie Ricardo.
Richie Ricardo.
Los Angeles 5-0, and God Save the Queen.
Wow.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I at least know enough to know that we're both going to feel stupid. After
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to feel dumb about it, whatever it is. But
All right, fuck it. I'll give you one more.
Okay.
What? Because I know you both know it.
everything coming out of this wrong era.
Your last one is Debonair.
Mark.
Mark.
That would be The Naked Gun.
That is correct for 10 points.
Okay. All
Yeah.
Right. Jeez, Lon.
I don't remember. The clues make sense, but I don't remember the context of I Love LA. And
No, I was
where it's
thinking.
messing me up.
I know Naked Gun 2.5 like the back of my hand. I love the first Naked Gun, but it's not.
It's
I know
been a
the
long
theme.
time since I've seen it. Yeah.
2.5 is the one you focused in on?
2.5.
The Smell of Fear.
Yeah.
2.5 is the rare comedy sequel that supersedes its predecessor.
I think 2.5 was the first one I saw, and then I retroactively went back and watched the original.
I was the same way. Yeah.
All right. Well, Mark, you got the points. Bonus question now. Your choice. Do you want to be a dick or not?
Open it up.
What does Richie Ricardo refer to, by the way?
Ricardo Montalban plays that rich dude that owns everything.
Richie Ricardo. Got it. All right.
Yeah, you could see Matt's really proud of that hint.
Not bad. Not bad.
I got there.
I just figured Ricardo, and then you start going, well, if there's only Ricardo Montalban, and there's just a few.
I just got hung up on the Ricky Ricardo, Desi Arnaz, and I was like, Desi Arnaz isn't in any movies this late. That's old man. He was dead. Like The Mask, because they do Cuban Pete, which is a Desi Arnaz song. I like literally that's how far afield I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine was working still.
Yeah.
All right. So bonus question open to you both. Here it is. Near the end of the movie, Frank Drebin impersonates what two individuals at the baseball game?
Oh God.
You can just give me their titles. You don't have to give me their names. Mark.
An umpire and Enrico Palazzo.
Yeah.
That's Enrico Palazzo. That is correct for 5 points.
Again, those are the things and
Palazzo.
I think Nice Beaver is I can't remember. Yeah, Nice Beaver I think is from that one too. That's
I almost gave that as the
see that I remember. Thanks, I just had it stuffed. That I remember.
And then hands it down from the shot. You can't see her. All right, makes it 30-0. Mark, you still have choice. We got 1, 2, or 5.
Give me 2.
All right, 2.
Utah
is.
2.
Your clue comes to us from our patron Juan Reyes, and it is to the victor goes no spoils. To the victor goes no spoils.
Breaking out the chain, tell them lock the chains. Adrenaline and rage, I may never change.
Mark. 8 Mile.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Lon, do you want to hear some more music?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So, Mark, you can't guess until I tell you.
Knees weak, arms are sweaty is how that one. That's how that one was.
Running through my heart, dilute my pain. Compressing all my stress, asthma on my chest, running out of breath. They gon' know my name, come up on the mud,
brush the dirt off of me, going hard, hit him where it hurts, kill him softly, bone stretch, trying to clear my name, even smoke less, hopelessness, but I'm in the shit full-fledged. It's coming through your neck, no strep throat, running this shit, both legs broke, running around town, they coming for my head though, funny thing about it, they don't always see my head though, schizomaniac, leaning kind of klepto, so hard for me to let go, Lego, my ego, my ego in the same boat. Fighting hard, fighting strong.
Andy's killing it.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the music.
Yeah.
Fighting hard, fighting strong.
I'll take a guess to spare you. Is it Creed 2?
That is correct for 10 points. Nice job.
Yeah.
I kind of had it a little before that. I was just enjoying the song.
It was great. That was an all-timer, Andy.
Yeah, that was very well done.
All right, makes it 30 to 10. Lon, bonus question. Do you want to be a dick or not?
Open it up. No. We're going the egalitarian route today.
You know, we should just make that the international hand signal on this show.
Yeah.
So that's fucking open
We
it
go
up.
again. The show goes on.
Usually that's, to get the chopper ready or something like that,
Well,
but I like it. Around
believe
here.
that's what the Wolf of Wall Street is like. I'm not leaving. The show goes on.
All right. Bonus question is open to you both. Here it is. What veteran TV actor plays Apollo's mom?
Mark.
Lon.
Mark.
Felicia Rashad.
That is correct for 5 points.
And she is great in the role.
Underutilized, I feel like. They've never, she gets one scene per movie, and that's it.
I want her own movie where she gets in the ring against Ricky Nielsen or something like that.
She never gets part of the story. She's always like, I'm here, I'm your grandma. Okay, see you next time.
I want Mama Creed versus Mama Drago. That should be Creed 4.
Yeah. She does.
All right, that makes it 35 to 10 with Mark in the lead. But Lon, you have choice. Do you want 1 or 5?
Let's do 5.
All right, number 5. It is. Your clue for number 5 is outfoxing the competition. Outfoxing the competition. Oh, Andy's got to do some.
What does the fox say?
Oh, Lon gets the points.
No, that's not a movie. That's just,
I wouldn't even be mad. Like technically it's not a movie, but that's a good call.
All right, here we go.
One foot on the brake and one on the gas.
Mark.
What do you got?
Okay. Back to the Future 2. Sorry. Part 2.
That is correct.
Back to the Future.
Wow.
Part 2.
Nice work.
Nice job.
Dude, I mean, obviously I knew the song right away. And then I was like, wait, because Sammy Hagar's had a few songs and movies over the years. And I'm like, wait, what is I Can't Drive 55 from? And then it's
like you see the license plate spinning.
In alternate 1985.
Right, exactly.
All right, it's 45 to 10. Mark,
Oof.
bonus question. Do you want to be a dick or not?
Here.
Nope. What's
Open. Let's circle the wagons.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills me.
All right, Berman. Here's your bonus question. It's open to you both then. Of the film's main cast, who is the only individual not to return for the sequel?
Mark.
Crispin
Glover.
That is correct for 5 points.
He wasn't in 2. He was only in 1.
I guess I worded that poorly.
Oh, I get you meant of the original.
Yes, I should have had the original
I was
film.
Of 2 and 3. That's fine.
As I was answering, I was like, wait, is somebody not in 3 that's in 2?
Right. That's what I was thinking. If I was Sam Levine, this would now be a 20-minute discussion, but I'm going to let that go.
It probably would be.
I'm going to let that go.
I would have already lost the point because I didn't say Back to the Future 2. I didn't say Part 2.
Part 2.
Well, if it ends up being a 5-point game, Lon, and you're down, I'm going to credit you 5 points just to tie the ball game up.
I appreciate that.
That is a poorly worded question on my part, and I take the blame.
Yeah, this is
all right.
really going to keep you up at night, isn't it?
Well, because would Elizabeth Shue also be the answer there? I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
two
right.
answers.
They replaced her.
They replaced you. There's a
Yeah.
different Jennifer. Yeah.
Different Jennifer Parker. Yeah.
That's true. That is a very poorly worded question. I think null and void, actually. So no points awarded.
Oh, look
Fair.
at that. Invalidated. And I got to do it while being pleasant and good natured about it.
That's right.
What a victory for me.
No longer will I be up all night about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as a guy who had to delineate over a lot of those Schmodown challenges, I just appreciated what happened, how smooth it was, and you can take all my points away if it's that pleasant.
It all worked out. It all worked out in the end.
All right, so it's 45-10. We have one question left in the opening round, and your clue comes to us from patron Andrew Scanlon, and it is hammed radio. HAMMED. Hammed radio.
Okay.
I see trees of green.
Mark,
Mark,
Good Morning Vietnam.
that is correct.
Wow.
Man, there's a couple scenes that really struck me, and the
Great
Willie
job.
Armstrong.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a favorite in the Ellis household.
What is that? What is the HAMM? Who's
He's a
Yeah,
ham
do it on a ham
he's just-
radio.
and like
Oh.
ham radios in general, but he's
Right.
also a ham overacting on
Okay,
the radio.
Okay.
I'm sure Lon was doing the same thing. I was trying to think of what's the biggest movie John Hamm.
John
made?
Hamm.
And I was thinking is this going to be a Baby Driver?
I was like, Top Gun Maverick? Are we doing
Top
Top
Gun
Gun
Maverick?
Maverick?
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
It's not Corner Office. Is that what that was?
Yeah. Wow. Good pull. Yeah.
I got a soft spot for John Hamm, and yet he seems to just only sign up for leading man roles in bad movies
He
or
really struggles
average
with
movies.
movie. I feel like he really wants to be funnier than he is. And so all the time he's like, I'm going to do 30 Rock. And it's like, oh, okay. But like, please do real acting. Because I don't know if I love him in comedies as much as like Don Draper type role.
Look, Mr. Hamm, if you're watching, I'm a fan of what you're doing.
Oh, wow.
Right
Calling
now.
me out.
Listen, I watch all the Ham projects.
I'm like, right. I'm a fan since Mad Men.
Now they're taking it back because they know you're watching. I had your back. Andy might have, but Andy didn't stand out there on a ledge and say I support the Ham like I did.
That's true.
No, I was waiting my time to say that the most annoyed I've been walking out of a cinema is after seeing Tag. I thought I was really upset that it took my time.
It's not good at all.
It ruined my day.
That's what I mean. I feel like he's just anybody who will cast him in a comedy. He's like, I'll do it, and it's like I'll be more selective, John.
Come on.
I don't. It's not like he can't be funny. It's just like I don't know.
It's
like,
your own. It's all of your own faults because they went. Jeremy Renner is in a comedy, and you guys went. I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna see that.
Showing up.
I can't imagine Andy being upset in general. I've never seen it.
Isn't that the one Jeremy Renner like broke his arm making that movie? Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it.
No.
Well, it's interesting if you go back and look in the background, a snowplow pushed over.
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
Jeremy Renner, if you're watching.
We need to be on Mayor of Kingstown season 5 before that's okay.
He was spotted out at a game like yesterday,
he's going to be fine.
Is there a better old man injury in the world than I broke my arm playing tag? Like I'm past my prime injury.
Not even real tag. I broke my arm playing tag in a movie.
Pretend tag.
Pretend tag against like Ed Helms or something.
I believe he did finish the scene. So
like DiCaprio, like
power
like
through.
The Tom Cruise of Tag. Great.
Power through despite injury.
Yeah.
I was going with the Mo Howard, who suffered some brutal injuries over the years. All right, so it's 55-10. Although I'm
losing. I'm bad
I feel like we should take those 10 points away for throwing us all under the bus with John Hamm. I mean, that fucking kills us. So he was in talks of coming on. Now I don't know if that'll happen.
I love him.
All right, final bonus question, Mark. Do you want to be a dick or not? All right, it's open to everybody. All right, let me finish the whole thing before either of you answers. Here it is. In 2000, AFI listed their top 100 comedies of all time. Where did Good Morning Vietnam rank on the list? The first person that guesses We'll give it to you if you're within 20 and it's worth 10 points. The second person that guesses, we'll give it to you if you're within 10. It's worth 5 points. But we'll also tell you if the first person was high or low.
Mark.
I'm
going to say number 87.
That is correct. It was number 100.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Wow. All right.
As soon as I said 87, I was like, you idiot. You should have guessed 77 because that kind of hedges your bets.
It's the Price is Right strategy. Yeah.
But I would have missed it. So,
yeah.
You would have missed it and you got the points.
Yeah.
Because that's the year the movie came out. So I just figured I'd stick with what I know. 87 sounds right.
Savvy. Yeah. Savvy.
All right. So
comedy. It doesn't. There's funny parts. Robin Williams is funny, but I don't even really think of it as a comedy, to be honest with you.
Trust me, I looked at that list.
It's not a comedy.
Yeah, more dramatic than funny, really.
That list has about 50 movies on it. It's the same thing. You're like, I think of that as a drama first with a couple jokes in it.
I know comedy. You're not funny.
Beautiful. All right, so that ends round 1. The score is 65-10. And here is the bell for round number 2.
Oh, no,
this is where it all goes to crap, Lon.
You missed one.
I'm just clawing to try to get back into the game.
All right. Well, Lon, in the second round, you'll have first choice. And we've had people run the table in the second round.
I've come from a major deficit before as well. So nothing is set in stone here.
Not yet.
I've won big leads before, so we don't go anywhere.
Anybody's game, folks.
So this is the 5-second round. The way it works is, Lon, once you make your selection 1 through 5, I'll give a clue again, and then Andy will play a 5-second snippet of the song. If either of you can guess it in that opening 5 seconds, it's worth 10 points. Otherwise, if we have to go to the second 5 of music, it drops the point value down to 5 points. And you both can guess. So Lon, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin?
Let's go 4.
All right, 4, changing it up a little.
Yeah, but I didn't do well last time, so let's try something else.
Yeah. All right. Number 4 it is. Your clue comes to us from patron Melissa Woody, and it is All Dolled Up. All Dolled Up.
Sorry, I prepared the wrong song. 1 sec.
See, that's how good he is. He can pivot and just...
that quickly.
I can't do that. I can't adjust on the fly if a keyboard's in front of me.
You should see the setups for some songs, because sometimes it's just like a couple little things, and other times it's like he's got to put in drums, he's got to get horns in there, he's got to get the synth right, he's got to get the. You're like, God damn, man.
We heard him killing us with the Creed theme song. Like that was special.
3-4 layers on that.
Here we go. Unless anyone wants to carry on complimenting me, I can wait. I'm good. No? Good.
No, we're done.
No,
okay.
Well done.
Right, here we go.
Doesn't seem to matter what I do.
Lon. That would be Barbie.
That is correct for 10 points.
Always number 2. We just did the Honest trailer. So
yeah, I saw the Honest trailer drop today, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Lon's already been listening to this song nonstop.
I heard it a few times.
And then you referenced it at the top of the show as well, yeah.
All right, that makes it 65-20. Lon, the comeback begins now.
Yep.
What would you like next? 1, 2, 3, or 5?
Let's go back to 1.
All right, back to 1, people. All right, your clue for number 1 is pest control. Pest control. Mark.
That would be the Departed.
That is correct for 10 points.
Rats.
Yeah, rats.
That's right. Get the rat. All right, 75-20. Mark, 2, 3, or 5.
Finally, I get to take Lon's 3 from him. So let's do it.
You did it. All right, number 3, it is. Your clue is one of these is not like the other. One of these is not like the other.
Take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash.
I mean, we know the song.
Yeah.
It's true.
One of these is not like the others. Lon,
Lon,
The Great Outdoors.
that is incorrect.
That's a great guess.
I might be right, though.
What was the hint again?
One of these is not like the other.
Because that does make sense for Great Outdoors. They're very different. They're very different vacationers.
Sure. Sure.
Mark, I will say Multiplicity.
Incorrect. Andy, by chance, did you get my text?
Oh, I will check. You were supposed to be messaging your wife.
I already did that. I took care of that as soon as we started.
I had that same idea.
Okay. All right. So we'll go to the second 5 of music. And if neither of you has a guess, then I'll give you another clue at that point. But you already know the song, but it actually is going to pivot ever so slightly for the second 5.
Oh, okay.
So there will be a slight difference. Hopefully it gives you what the movie is. But if not, I can always give another clue. I think he's working it out now. Here we go.
I haven't done this before. Okay. If you don't, sorry, hold on. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more.
Lon.
Don't go back.
Twins.
That is correct for 5 points.
Yeah.
That's so good. Oh, well done.
Never done an Arnold. Not bad.
It's very good.
Matt's text said do the accent. So
Mark, do the accent.
Oddly, that is what he texted his wife at the top of the show as well. So.
Yeah, it's a copy and paste.
He loves when his wife does Schwarzenegger too.
Only singing yakety yak.
Yeah.
By the Coasters.
All right, so the 5 points go to Lon, and you now have choice 2 or 5.
I'm pretty sure that song is. Somebody look this up for me. I'm pretty sure that song is also in The Great Outdoors.
Oh, I
think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about 99%
So
certain you're right.
Double point. Anyway, I'll go with number 2 next.
Double point.
2 it is.
Lon's open it up and double points are the same sign, by the way.
Double points.
You think you get 2 rotors going for that, but
no, that's where's my chopper? I ordered a helicopter. Get me a blade to the Mohegan Sun. That's from Uncut Gems.
All right, number 2. Your clue comes to us from patron Houston Bodily, and it is Murders on the Orient Express. Murders on the Orient Express.
Okay.
Oh, you can't go the middle of
Mark.
That would be Bullet Train.
That is correct for 10 points.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen, I think I saw like 35 minutes of that movie and really enjoyed it and never finished it, but the vibe is totally,
That's the opening of the movie, so at least we saw that.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 1 left in the second round. It's 85-25.
Terrible today.
Well, we're kind of both treading water in this round. Like, we're tied in this round. Just.
Well, it all comes down to the third round. A lot of points can be had in that third round.
Always.
Always. Thank you for co-signing. I appreciate that.
Well, I know my own history on the show, so
I'm not in trouble at all.
Nope.
That's a good Tim Robinson type read. Appreciate that. All right, your last number 5 is the last one of the second round, and the clue is weird is relative. Weird is relative.
Okay.
You rang?
Lon. The Addams Family.
That is correct for 10 points.
Nice.
Nice job.
That's Lurch. I know Lurch.
That is Lurch.
I'm gonna catch a Lurch reference.
All right, so that ends round number 2. It is 85-35. Here comes the bell for round number 3. All right, Mark, since you're in first place, you'll have opening choice. And this is our betting round. So it's 1 through 5. Once you make your selection, I'll give a clue. And you will open the bidding with the number of notes that you think you can guess this movie in. 4 is the minimum. The max is however many you'd like it to be. Once you do your opening bid, then we'll go over to Lon, and he can bid 1 note fewer all the way down to 0, or tell you to settle the score, but we go back and forth until one person is told to settle the score, and at that point, that person is answering alone. The point values are at 10 notes and up, it's worth 10 points. 6 to 9 notes, it's worth 15. 3 to 5 notes, it's worth 20. And 0 to 2 notes, it's worth 25 points. If you get the question wrong, your opponent automatically gets those points.
Right.
You each have a lifeline that you can use one time to get an extra clue. And finally, if your opponent gets the question wrong and you think you know the answer, you can double down on it. And if you get it right, you'll double the points available on the board. But if you get it wrong, you get nothing. So, Mark, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin round number 3?
Give me 3, baby.
Give me 3. He's going right back to it. All right, number 3 it is. Your clue comes to us from Juan Reyes, and it is pining for a hero. Pining for a hero.
All right. I feel like I can do that in 8 notes.
8 notes worth 15 points. Lon, over to you. 7 or fewer, tell him to settle the score.
I think I could probably go 6. I think the clue is leading me down a path already.
Sure. 6 notes. All right. Still worth 15 points.
I am on the same path as well. I'm probably going to go. I think I can do 4 notes, and this is how I get myself in trouble.
4 notes. It's worth 20.
Yeah.
I'll let you take it in 4 notes.
Okay.
We'll see how well you do.
All right. So this is for Mark alone. You do have your lifeline, and if either of you at any point want to use your double down and lifeline at one time, you can do that. So Lon, if that comes up for you. But Mark, you got your lifeline, but your clue is pining for a hero. Here are your 4 notes. You can hear it as many times as you like.
Yeah, no, I once I heard it once, I was like, I know it, and then it's just a matter of like, how much did I drink last night? So it took me a minute, and I apologize to all the fans watching, yelling at me right now, but I do know it's one of the coolest logos. It's like basically the Van Halen logo for comic books, and that would be the WW of Wonder Woman.
That is correct for 20 points.
That's the Wonder Woman lick, yeah.
See, but Lon, I was going Star Trek.
No, yeah. When he said pining for a hero, I was like Star Trek, or maybe I thought they might try to slip us up and do the D&D, the Tame Impala song from the D&D movie, which is really good. I really like that one. But yeah, as soon as I heard, who doesn't know the Wonder Woman?
Well, because I had that panic, because as soon as he started playing it, it wasn't the Star Trek theme, and I'm like, oh no.
we pulled that into a few honest trailers because it stands out so much in movies when they play it, because the movies always have these orchestral scores, and then suddenly you get like Hans Zimmer in there on the electric guitar or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's the hope with a clue like pining for a hero. You're like, I definitely know this because it's such a gettable song.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so that makes it 105-35. Mark, you still have choice, sir. 1, 2, 4, or 5.
Give me 5, please.
All right, number 5. It is your clue. Another Juan Reyes. He's killing it today.
Way to go, Juan.
And it is Amityville Horror. Amityville Horror.
Okay. I'll start the bidding at 10 notes.
10 notes. Lon, over to you.
Let's say 5.
5 notes. All right.
I think this feels like a great opportunity to let Lon show the world his talent, and the floor is yours, sir. I humbly allow you to settle the score.
Here to show the world his quality.
All right. It's 5 notes. It's worth 20 points, and your clue again is Amityville Horror. You do have your lifeline if you want that extra clue, but Andy will play you your 5 notes now.
Well, I have the same guess I had just based on the clue.
Okay.
So now it's just, but there's 4 movies in the series I'm thinking of. So
what was the clue again?
Amityville Horror.
But notice he's taking a beat after he says the word Amity, and there's a very famous movie franchise set in a town called Amity. Yeah. All of this information filtering together, but I mean, I guess I'll just guess Jaws, the first one.
That is correct for 20 points.
I was like, he could have thrown something from Jaws 3 in there just to mess with me.
It's the out to sea theme as they're heading out on the boat.
Sure. I mean, it definitely sounds familiar, but I've seen all those movies.
Well, we assume you've seen one a lot more than the others.
I mean, more. I don't know
I've
about
seen
a lot
Revenge
more.
A lot.
Yeah, I've seen them all a few times.
Yeah. Jaws of Revenge, underrated currently.
I think it's properly rated. I think it is properly rated.
I think it might actually be 0% on the tomato meter.
Yeah, it's Rotten Tomatoes, not wrong.
Have you seen the edit of the underwater attack in Jaws the Revenge that like YouTube guys have taken and like redone the shark and everything?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's so good. It's like it makes it very intense. You know the underwater wreckage where the shark is.
Yeah, I can picture the sequence. Yeah,
it's incredible. It's very very
really?
Good. Yeah,
I'll have to
really
check that
good.
out.
Yeah,
makes it a very good scene.
Some of Mario Van Peebles' finest work.
It's a small list to choose from.
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, please.
This is posse erasure.
See?
Yes, that's fine.
Did we both say posse? That's amazing.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Only 90s kids.
All right. So, Lon, you got the points on that. Makes it 105 to 55.
Whew.
We have
Crawling
3 left.
Back
1, 2, and 4.
Let's do 4.
All right. 4 it is. Your clue is this movie is rated R.
I'll say 5 again. I'm
all right.
I'm pretty good on that genre that I don't want to give away, but you've pretty clearly spelled out.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Oh man.
So 5 notes worth 20 points.
Yeah. I want to say I'll go ahead and tell Lon to settle the score.
All right. On 5 notes. Once again, it's worth 20 points. Lon, you still have your lifeline if you want to use it. And Mark, you've got your double down if you'd like to use that. Once again, your clue is this movie is rated R.
Okay.
You can hear it as many times as you like.
I mean, give it to me one more time. So if I use a lifeline, I get one more clue, right?
That is correct.
All right, we're gonna use that right now.
All right, Lon's going to use his lifeline. So Andy's got to read through the list of clues to decide on which one he's going to give you as a lifeline.
Mm-hmm.
just so you know, for this one, we have a total of 29 clues. So it's going to take them a second to read through all these.
Wow.
Yeah, well, the patrons jumped in. And
They love
us...
it. They love this one. That's kind of a clue in and of itself that the patrons are so clue happy.
Sure. Yeah,
Is there a Patreon tier where I can take away clues? Because I'll join it right now.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I'll send you the link.
For $50, you can erase 10 clues.
Well,
which 10 though? That's the thing.
I only get one. I don't get to hear all 29.
No, I'm just trying to make the game go fast.
I mean, I do have a guess, but
okay. Okay, ready, Lon?
Yeah.
Your lifeline clue is from Matt Scanlon, patron. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, I think it's the Goonies.
That is correct for 20 points.
Oh, man, that's a good pull.
Thank you.
Nice job.
I thought, I mean, immediately I heard the score, pirate clue. I was like Goonies, but I was nervous to play. I should have just pulled the trigger.
Yeah, that was good. Well played.
Willie, folks, one-eyed Willie.
Right? You've closed the gap. It's now 105 to 75 with 2 questions left.
Closer than ever to rich stuff.
This is what we do.
All right, Lon, you have your choice, 1 or 2.
Let's do 1.
All right, number 1 it is, and this clue comes to us from Eric Grebner, and it is A Wrinkle in Time. A Wrinkle in Time.
I mean, what's the score?
It's 105 to 75 right now.
So if I get 20 here and then 20 again, I win.
Correct.
All right. 5.
5 notes again.
The show goes on.
Man, I'm playing defense, but I think I'm going to make Lon settle the score.
All right, on 5 notes.
Yeah.
So, Lon, you don't have your lifeline.
No, I know. I blew it.
Your 5 notes. Your clue again is A Wrinkle in Time.
Ooh.
What a haunting little echo.
It sounds familiar, but I'm not placing it immediately.
A Wrinkle in Time. Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah, one more time. Oh, so there's like water effects in the back. There's like a little splashy, watery sound effect.
Yeah, don't take that as anything. It's an old sound that I created for something else that I thought was.
Oh, okay, good. All right, glad. Thanks for clarifying. I was like, that's weird.
Sounds like a toilet almost burbling at the end of a cycle.
Yeah.
Well, we've been on the high seas the last couple of clues, so I thought.
True.
You are dressed like a shipmate, Mark.
I don't feel at all. I don't feel at all confident in this one. But I got to guess. So I'm going to just go ahead and throw it out there. Is it Cloud Atlas?
Incorrect. Incorrect. So Mark, the points default to you. It's 20 points, or you can double down on it. But if you get it wrong, you get nothing.
And you still have your clue, I think, don't you?
You do still have your clue.
Yeah.
Wait, so I have my own clue?
You have your own clue?
You can take a lifeline here.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I mean, I want to make the end of the game exciting, but I also like to win. So I don't know what the
just pull the trigger, man. It's okay. We're all friends here. We're all
just put me out of my misery.
It's all right.
It's fine.
Yeah. No, let's I'll use my lifeline.
Okay.
All right.
No problem.
I'm assuming you're doubling down on this then as well. Because you automatically get the points, so
you already get 20 regardless. So if you're using the lifeline, it's because you want to do 40.
Yeah, that's the only reason to use it. Yeah. So I'm going to mark it down as you're using your double down as well. So there's worth 40 points if you get it right.
Okay.
You can also hear it again if you like.
No, I think I got it. Andy's playing was beautiful and
Dun, dun,
memorable.
dun, 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 splash.
Yes. Okay, Mark, your lifeline clue is when I think about you, I touch my shelf.
Oh, God damn it. Now I know it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that water sound effect did help because it's literally a water sound effect, and that would be splash.
That is incorrect.
Oh, right. Is it Little Mermaid?
Nope,
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Shelf. Bookshelf.
Yeah.
Behind the magical bookshelf of time.
I thought, Wrinkle in Time. Yeah. I got swept away with the water, and I
Even though Andy said it has nothing to do with it, it's just an effect.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to mislead me.
It's that one planet.
Man.
Which makes sense.
I think
that
Mark's
one planet.
fucking with us. He just wanted to keep this game close. God bless you, Mark. Appreciate that.
I do what I can for the entertainment value, you know.
All right, so we have one left. It's a 30-point game.
Dang.
And Lon, you'll open the bidding again since you got the last question correct.
How low do I have to go to get 30 points? Is that possible?
To get 30, you need him to get it wrong so you can double down on it, and it needs to be at 9 notes or fewer. So anything in that range.
So I'll go 9 notes.
Let me give you the clue first.
All right.
Your clue comes to us from Matt Scanlon, and it is Bowfinger.
A great movie in its own right.
Sure.
I'll go 9 notes.
All right, Mark.
Bearing in mind, if you make me settle the score, it's mathematically impossible for me to win.
Yeah, the game is over at that point.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying. There's nothing that I can grasp on with that Bowfinger that would make me like. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell Lon to settle the score, but if he wins, he may not win mathematically, but if he pulls it, then I'm going to call it a tie between friends.
That's very nice. What a guy.
Well, if that's the case, we can't go to sudden death. If you want to say this is worth 30 points on 9 notes, and then we can just go to one song, and Andy will pick a score at random.
I don't want to handicap.
Pirate Bay for the drama.
I don't want another asterisk final score to go along with all my Sam Levine asterisks.
All right. Well, it's worth 15 points.
There you go. We'll keep it fair. Keep it above board.
And your clue again is Bowfinger.
Is it Billy Blank's Thai bow workout videos?
Interestingly, it's Stop the Insanity, and it's
Susan Powder.
That's her name.
Reaching back.
Her name.
Reaching back through history for the Susan Powder references.
Still more current than Dick Van Dyke, so worth something.
Anything, literally any entertainment reference would be.
Yep.
How dare you, sir?
Guy from the dawn of television.
Okay, here we go.
What was the clue again? We were joking around.
Bowfinger.
Okay. Give me the theme one more time.
Sure.
I believe this is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
That is correct for 15 points.
Yeah.
God, I love that soundtrack. That music is so great.
It's friggin' rousing.
Yeah.
I really love this movie for some reason. Like this movie in particular really connected with me when it came out.
I was the same way. I can't believe that movie, it's maligned. People they just don't acknowledge it in the annals of great cinema. The AFI has shortchanged.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Have you seen the director's cut? There's a director's cut on Blu-ray. It's like 20 minutes longer. It's great.
Whoa.
It's really good. Yeah, check it out.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Is it just outtakes of Costner fucking up his accent? And they're like, cut. No.
It's
Did I
a
lose it
lot.
again?
It's not. You're kind of hoping it's going to be Rickman. There's not a lot. They wisely knew not to leave any Alan Rickman on the cutting room floor, but you do get more stuff with Costner and Morgan Freeman, and it fleshes out the Maid Marian stuff a little bit more. And Christian Slater gets in there a little bit more. It's worth checking out.
Yeah, God, I love that movie.
It's so good.
It's really good. Yeah.
We'll have to check it out. But that means, Mark, you are today's winner. So congratulations, sir. You built up a commanding
well
lead.
Done. Yeah, really.
Thank you for my football team reference there, Matt. And I'd just like to say, because Lon got that last one correct, that I'm in Vegas for the next 5 days. So if any of you boys want to fly to Vegas, burgers on me. How about that?
Seems totally worth it.
Come on, Spirit Airlines. It's a $40 flight. Get here.
Done.
If there was no Taco, I really would, honestly.
I saw the little cameo by Taco.
Yeah, he's around. He's back there.
Well, Mark, as winner, you have a floor to plug, promote, say whatever you like. But what's going on with Rotten Tomatoes is Wrong?
Still doing the podcast. It's a fun show to do. We're maneuvering it around the strike a little bit, so we're not getting as in depth with new releases, but hopefully. The studios come to their senses soon. We can all celebrate movies the way we like to again. And in the meantime, I had a great week in Vegas. Thanks to all the fans that came to see me. And New York City, I'm going to be there October 12th and 13th doing some headlining shows. So you can get tickets at markellis.live.
And what club are you doing in New York?
New York Comedy Club is where I'll be headlining. And then, as I'm wont to do, I like to sneak around to some other hot spots of Yuck.
Oh, you're going to do a pop-in. You're going to do pop-ins.
You do some pop-ins, some unscheduled visits to some of the best yuck taverns on the East Coast.
I get so excited when there's a good pop-in.
All right, Lon, what about you, sir? What can people look out for? Be on the lookout.
I'll be at the Chuckle Hut. No, I'm not. Follow me on Twitter X until that no longer exists. That's at LONS. And check out Honest Trailers every Tuesday from Fandom. We did Barbie this past week, and we're doing something next week that's going to make everyone on the internet mad at me. I can't say what it is. It's a show about pirates that everybody loves that I did not love at all. Not very much at all. So
okay,
we'll talk about it.
We should also plug. Lon and I are going to do our own Honest Trailers about the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves director's cut.
Yeah.
There's no jokes in it. It's all just unabashed praise and love for Robin Hood Prince of Thieves.
It's just like people got so upset about his accent, but I think it's fine.
I wish it'd just be you guys doing a Farley to each other. You remember the one scene where Costner came in and Morgan Freeman said Christian to him? Oh, I love that scene.
Was that your idea?
That's pretty much how Lon and I communicate when we're in person anyway. So it's
that was awesome.
Well, I'll have both your social media handles in the description below. And hit them up on X while it's still free, guys. After
for
that,
the
who
next
knows?
2 days. Yeah, well, it's still free.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know a single person that calls it X. So that's good.
Nope.
Great rebranding. Really worked.
It's still, I'm looking at it right now on the internet, twitter.com. It's not it. Did not move.
Nope.
And more than a few times I've hit that app on my phone thinking I'm ordering an Uber. And I'm like, oh, right. It's something else.
Like somebody said, it looks like a high-end European call girl service, like that logo. And it's like, that's exactly right. That is what it is.
I only know the logos for the low-end version, so I'll have to take your word for it. Andy, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
As the only British guy in the window here, I'm not really bothered by Costner's accent in Prince of Thieves. There's just one line that makes me cringe, and it goes, "The Great One, really? Did you give yourself this name?" I fucking hate that line. Near the beginning of the movie. It feels like the last attempt at a British accent that he does. And then
he was like, this isn't playing. This isn't playing.
I hate that line. I hate his out of breathness. I hate how it's horrible.
Yeah.
Ironically, once he gets to England is when he drops the accent.
Right.
Yeah. That's right.
I think the worst Costner accent offender is 13 Days, not Prince of Thieves, when he's trying to do Boston the whole time.
It's bad.
It's a lot of Boston.
And he sounds like Mayor Quimby for the whole movie. It's like it's brutal. It's really brutal.
Interesting. I've done so many different languages in these songs on this show, and when I had to do a Boston accent for whatever song, it was the hardest time I've had. I couldn't.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, even Americans struggle with that.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, thanks to Mark and Lon. That was so much fun. Really, really good show. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I do want to say for those that either watch or don't watch Honest Trailer, I mean, you should be watching Honest Trailers because it's so good and so well written.
Yeah.
That and obviously there's a kind of like weird sort of Venn diagram where our context clues and your starring segment meet, you know, and we've got a bunch of people in the Patreon that are all on my context clues WhatsApp group, and they spit out context clues for movies, and they're so clever. And obviously we have Barbie, and then I had Barbie clues from them coming in yesterday, and then the Honest Trailer dropped today. And Joe Farrelly, one of our patrons, he did as a clue the Nice Guys and Dolls.
Oh yeah, really close.
Really, and you guys did Guys and Dolls, and I was
Guys and Dolls, yeah. We went back and forth. We had Guys and Dolls, and then we had Goss, G-O-S, and Dolls, and it was like which is funnier, and like that was a back and forth thing.
Nice.
Yeah. I think we ended up just going with Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls was what you went with, yeah. But yeah, I thought the Nice Guys and Dolls, and I thought, well, you know, credit to the Patreon guys, because you know if they're
yeah, that's so much of my job is just sitting around trying to think of those, like think of good ones. And then when you have something like Barbie, it's especially like knowing we're going to do that is just like dread, because there's 100 characters. It's like, every human being is in that movie. I have to think of 30 puns.
Right. Well, if you ever need to lean on me, no worries. I all my reviews on Letterboxd are those types of things. Like Anna and I are in the cinema, and then she gets a tap on her knee, and she knows that's my signal to say, I've thought of my pun for the
just waiting.
We're in the middle of Skyscraper, the Skyscraper movie, and I tapped her on the leg because I've thought of Between the Rock and A Die Hard Place.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
And like then that goes on Letterboxd as my review. I don't like review the film in any kind of value. Yeah. I just like the pun.
Yeah, when I see movies with Video Drew Grant for the Schmoedown, we do the same thing where I'm just trying to think of like one word that's gonna crack her up in the middle of the movie. Like what's the pun here?
I love the idea of Lon every day going to work. Like he gets dressed, he has a briefcase, and he just goes inside this tank, and it's his pun think tank. And it's not that.
Yeah.
And it's just like none too. He's none too pleased about this haunting. Put it down in the notes.
Put it down. All ideas are good ideas, guys. Right now, we're just spitballing.
Taco Daddy's going home early today.
Got to go undercover in this convent. All right, put it down.
Cut the check. That's gold. I'm out.
Yeah.
Old habits die hard. Okay, we'll stop.
That's not bad.
That's really good.
All right, well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today on Settle the Score, and congrats to you, Mr. Ellis. Enjoy the rest of your trip in Vegas, and go check them out in New York. Hit up Lon on Twitter, twitter.com/Lons or x.com/Lons.
I don't even know if that works. Don't do that. I feel like
don't have the slightest clue.
I feel like you're going to get trafficked if you go there.
it'll be in the description as twitter.com/Lons, but whatever, try it. You can follow Andy at STS_AndyM. You can follow me at Matt Knost. That is it for this week's Settle the Score. And we'll see you guys next week with another new episode. Until then, adios.